What's up, everybody? How's it going? I had to close out about like 50 tabs I had open. I just cleared my tabs yesterday and I already have them all back. Terrible. Alright. Found a Totodile outbreak. Laggy. Oh no. Oh boy. Well, I looked at my outbreaks, chat, and they're bad, so we're gonna have to do some resetting. I mean, I do have Scraggy, but I don't know. I don't know if I feel like really doing Scraggy right now. I don't know if I feel like doing Scraggy. All the Duraludons are gone though, so cleansed. Let's see, Litleo, yeah, nah. I do need Tadbulb. Tadbulb outbreaks are always in such miserable places, though. Oh, I gotta... Hold on, let me update the title. I'm at 6:22. Alright, perfect. What's up, everybody? Hope everyone's doing well. So you have to do raids? Oh no, Galaxy, that sucks. Why aren't, you know what? I always talk about why aren't Herb Mystica in, why don't they do raid events for Herb Mystica? Which, speaking of raids, chat, they announced Blaziken, which it's like, I don't even think I'll bother with that. What day is it? Today's the 7th, okay. They announced Blaziken, but it's like, why don't Herb Mystica appear in the lotto machine, chat? That would have been perfect. My friend Tepig, again. Seadra, don't need. Farigiraf. I do need Dodrio. We can do Dodrio, sure. Rockruff, Patchy. Slowbro. Bisharp and... I actually need that Lycanroc. Interesting. Alright, we'll go do Dodrio then. We got some interesting ones. But yesterday I got the rest of the Trico line. What else did we get? Oh yeah, how could I ever forget? I got a Alolan I got a Alolan Golem in Graveler. The greatest shinies and Pokemon of all time. How could I forget? Alright, I marked it. We're good to go. Haven't gotten, well, I take that back. I got a random Swablu the other day. I was like, I haven't gotten a random shiny lately. Anybody gotten any good randoms lately, chat? Whoops, did not mean to move Booper. Where'd that happen? Yeah, we have the Pecharunt stuff. Is it Thursday? I think it was Joe who said after the epilogue, we don't have any, like, thing to look forward to. And it's like, well, what about Pokemon Day? I'm excited for Pokemon Day. Breloom might... are you good? You got this, Breloom? Okay, well, they can just run away. Why are they always sprinting off? Why are they running? Why are they running? Okay, Breloom's a little slow for this. They're running from their past. No, get him, get him, get him! Okay. Doduo down. Doduo down! I repeat, Doduo down! Yeah, not much going on today. It sure is the weekend. Charmander's out here. Would definitely be creating fires. Yeah, a few they were mean. A few of the starters definitely have moves that can hurt themselves. But I watched the finale of the Seattle regional today. Somebody, the runner-up, tried to make Dondozo work. It's incredible that Dondozo has stuck around for as long as it has. Made it. Oh, the weather is so annoying. I would really love a way to turn weather off. I know some people have been modifying their switches to have shinies have. So it's interesting. There's no sparkle effect in the game, of course. So you can't mod in an effect that doesn't exist. So people who have been modding this game have been doing like glowy eyes to indicate when something is shiny, which skill issue. But also there's something kind of funny about that. Man, Dodrio's really annoying. Ooh, got a little bit of lag. Ugh. Mashima's just so slow. And then just doesn't attack when they're right behind me. A few people were running Glamora, which is fun. Glamora still persists. No, you don't need to attack Doduo. We need Dodrio. Yeah, Glamora is cool. Glimglam is a fun Pokemon. I like it a lot. Underrated. Glamora is going to be one of those Pokemon that I'm going to continue to say is underrated. Which it's funny because usually champion aces are humongously popular Pokemon. Like, I think Dragonite shows up in VGC all the time. That's a really good Pokemon. Garchomp's popular. All the Charizard, all the Gardevoir, all the champion aces are pretty popular Pokemon. But Glamora is not really. Oh, my game is lagging real bad. This Rhyhorn caught mushy mush friendly fire. People have been saying there's really bad areas in the savannah for lag. I don't know, maybe I'm in one of them right now. When I played through the game, just, you know, doing the story, I didn't really notice any particularly bad sections, but I also really didn't explore a whole lot, so... I mean, we did have the brightness thing. I still think it's... I don't understand why they go with white. What's up, everybody? Everybody just coming in. We're doing Dodrio. Because I got one Doduo. Doduo. Oh boy. This is... I'm gonna be glad when this is over, so I don't have to hunt this Pokemon again. Yeah, water is always a problem in this game, for sure. Yeah, any body of water. Oh boy. Good luck. Good luck. Why are you guys always on the move? You've had the game just freeze. I've noticed for me, when that happens, it's the game trying to load in a big group of Pokemon. So like a Alolan Executor or Noibat. Anytime the game needs to load in a big group of Pokemon, it really struggles. Yeah, I'm obviously using... It's because I have I don't have a Switch OLED, of course, even though they're the same console. Ugh. I mean, I think a new console is coming out this year. Like it has. We're coming up on 7 years. That's a long time. That is a long time. Yeah, just slowly kangaroo hop your way over to all these very fast birds, Smush. I mean, we've had these rumors for years because the Switch is so old. Normally, you know, in the video game industry, everybody's so eager to come out with the next new thing, like 2 years into a console's life, so... Any of you fellers green? Anybody feeling green? Yeah, and you have to think for like all the third-party devs, it's probably a nightmare to to port their games to this old-ass console. Am I wearing a cowboy hat in real life? Every day, all the time. I'm never not. You gotta embody that yeehaw lifestyle, you know? Oh man, talk about an unstable game. Security breach runs like hot ass on no matter what it's on. Jeez, this is the longest it's taken me to whittle down an outbreak ever. Come on, buddy. No, why? Why is Let's Go mode so bad? Huh? Just let him walk right on by, man. It's cool. It's fine. It's weird at how much, like, Gen 1 vibes I feel over in this area. And then random Pokemon just turn and run into you. I thankfully don't need any of the Rhyperior line, but yeah, Rhyhorn is also terrible. It's super Safari Zone coded, absolutely. All that's missing is like Kangaskhan, chat. If there was Kangaskhan here, it would just be the Safari Zone. You got Chansey, you got Scyther, Execute, Rhyhorn. I guess we're missing Pinsir. Where's Pinsir been, chat? It would have been nice to shiny hunt Pinsir in this game. Oh my god, why do the textures flash like that? And they just run right into ya. Perish. You know, one thing about Urshifu that's really funny is that Urshifu has the same icon no matter what. Okay. I love getting looped into battles. It will show Urshifu Single and Rapid are both the same sprite. There's no difference. Why did they make it like that? Urshifu's really tough to fight. Let's make it even more challenging if you can't even guess what style it is. Oh, you got a shiny Minior? Nice. Are you going for all the colors? Is that first of many? You can only get red in raids? Really? I did not know that. I'm in a Discord that hosts raids for this game, but I don't know if they had Minior in there. They had Golett. I don't know, is that a thrilling shiny hunt? Golett. I did a few more Sword and Shield raids. It's funny because one of the bots must have went like one tap too far. And so they just kept exiting and opening and closing Pokemon Home. It was broken. But I did get a Lilligant. I needed Lilligant. Found our red core Minior in the Torchlit Labyrinth. I don't know, I'm just saying what people are telling me. The camera in this game is so close sometimes. Oh, this is the worst raid of all, or the worst outbreak of all time. And of course, Doduo are just spawning here. Get it! Free me from this awful outbreak. What do you mean, sandwich? I have no context for that episode, Braylon, but the visual is funny. I stopped watching the anime around when all the original 4Kids voice actors left, so end of... like, middle of advanced, I guess? Oh, well, I'm undefeatable, Pokemon. That was such a good theme. I wonder what the Horizons, actually, is it out there? Because it's been dubbed in Britain, right? In Europe? Is there a dub for... Let me... Hold on. I need to investigate this. Hold on. Pokemon Horizon... That's such a generic-ass name. Like, Horizon Zero Pokemon Dawn. Dub. Opening. Okay, yeah, it's here. Let's listen. Let's listen. When you lead with your heart, it's so scary at the start. Bad. That's gonna get me copyright claimed on YouTube. Yeah, don't like that. Didn't like that. Not fan of that. Disney Junior. Did not really like that. I can't remember. I think it was Eric Stewart of all people who explained why they changed out the music when they dub anime, and it's because of money. You'll never guess. It's because I think they can license the dub music, and so they get more money that way than if they just use the original music. Making a worse product so they can have, like, a tiny bit more money. Awesome. Liko is I don't know. I have not watched Horizons. I feel like Liko and Roy are duo protagonists, but I have not seen it to know. I have not watched the show to know. A Pokemon Animal Crossing game? That would make a lot of money. But I really was not very impressed with Animal Crossing New Horizons, so I'd prefer more of a Stardew Valley than a Animal Crossing style game like that. Sit around for hours on end and go talk to Bob, who tells me about the bugs in his walls for the 50th time in a row. I don't know how a Pokemon Persona game would work. How you would balance like human characters with Pokemon. Persona games have good music, but I've never cared enough to actually play any of them. They're so damn long. Wow, the lag here is really bad. What's going on? I don't know if it was just New Horizons, but I just didn't really like the gameplay loop in Animal Crossing. It was just so boring. There just wasn't enough to do. I didn't find the characters compelling enough to want to keep playing it. Like, I liked decorating my house, but I can do that in a billion other games. Like, what else is there really even to do? You just have your one island, and then you can pay for tickets to go explore islands that are just pretty much variations of the same thing. Oh, this is the worst outbreak of all time. Ugh. Whoa. I wish I had a plugin that would display my Switch's frames. Did not mean to go for dynamic punch there. Why is there a bunch of deerling near this nest? Why are you guys spawning over here? I'd love to get a Charmander shiny out of the blue. I do have the Charmander line from Shield, but I think they're all in repeat balls, and I find that a bit egregious. Actually, I'm not entirely sure. I should check that. I should double check that. I mean, I guess repeat sort of works, at least for Charmander and Charmeleon. Okay, we have just go. Just kill them. Just kill them. No, I did too much. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, ugh. That was that, you know what? I'll take that. I'll take that. Free me. Now I can go do Lycanroc. Jeez. The vibes are not great, man. Vibes not great. Oh boy. Talk about lag. Oh, what's this? Hurricane. Okay. Oh no, don't be on a hill, please. Uh-oh. Are we good? Do they only spawn at a certain time? Golly, if only there was a way to change the time in this open world game. You know, a feature that every other open world game ever made has. If only there was a way. I have no herbs. I am herbless. Some of these would have been great if I didn't already have them. Who calls starters first partners? The Pokemon Company. They're trying to force that one. Nah. Oh well, I ain't waiting. What was my first shiny of the new year? That's a great question. I don't remember. They didn't even change. That's not the Lycanroc I'm looking for. Esper was my birthday, which was not the new year. Beartic, no thanks. Don Boza, what the? Oh, I guess that's a Floette I don't have. Ugh, shiny hunting Floette sounds terrible. Probably not as bad as Flabebe, though. Flygon, Deerling. Blossom. Alright, we got one. 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 Alright, Blossom's purple. Blossom's name is spelled so weird. Blossom. Blossom. Alright, this should be one I can't miss. Oh, there's a bunch of Comfey here. Uh-oh. Well? Uh-oh, is this a bad outbreak? No, I guess there's more over here. Keep asking, man. Maybe one of these times... Oh, no, just kidding. No. Was it Smeargle? Schmeegish. The Schmeegish of Bigish. It's Bellossom. No, this is Patrick. All right, Urshifu can get these done quick. They're still kind of small. I should be able to see the shiny, but they're still very small. I wish they did dance, but just like Hitmontop, who doesn't spin. I had a comment on one of my the short I made about Hitmontop that was like, have you tried this and this? It's like, what's your point? It still doesn't spin when it moves. Completing the Pokedex for both versions? Dang. What are these, like, big pink bushes? Yeah, it's like, I don't know what you, like, why are you saying that? Like, yeah, I checked out Hitmontop. It's not like there's a lot you can do with Synchro. It's like, okay. Seven weeks out for Pokemon Day? Oh shit! Okay, I'll try to pay attention this time and not get rid of the... get rid of the outbreak. Oh boy. Hate how much text is in the battle. Same outbreak in the same spot. I mean, they're all in chosen set areas. It's just random what the game will give you. It's so easy to miss. It would be really nice if the game kept track for you. Here's the thing. It'd be really nice if the game would keep track for you. Besides the one pop-up that you get. Because yeah, it's very easy to... I don't think it's intuitive at all. I really don't think it's intuitive. What is that? Oh, it's Esper. I mean, there's a lot of things in this game that just aren't intuitive. What? Why? Why? Why battle? Why? It's a crime that Oddish's family has never gotten a form or something. Vileplume would have made a great Scarlet Paradox. I appreciate some of the extra dialogue with Kieran, especially with like Ogerpon, but yeah, I guess if you're playing through it another time, it's just like, get on with it. I don't know why they love doing, like... It just reminds me of Hop. I feel like what Gen 8 is when they started really... Okay, we're good now. I feel like Gen 8 is when they started doing, like, wow, you know that fire is good against grass. Good job. Here's your good noodle sticker. Here's your thumbs up. Why do you think they do that, Chad? Do you think it's like trying to teach like, I guess kids or newbies, like, types? I don't... What do you think is the point of having that type of dialogue? More so like the types and not like the fun bonus dialogue if you bring like the Ogerpon stuff is actually really fun. But as for, like, Hop being like, wow, you know that electric is good against water. It's like, okay. Thanks, Hop. Thanks, I guess. Yeah, that's my first thought is, like, is it to try to teach, like, newbies? type matchups? You know, that's something I guess you never really think about. If you're a new Pokemon player, that probably sucks. if you're a kid or playing the franchise for the first time and having to figure out all the types. That's just something I guess, you know, we take for granted. We already learned all that. Yeah, Leon is just like Leon's family. I saw the funniest tweet, chat. It made me... I never even thought about it as well. And it's funny that they've done this twice in a row. But Hop and Kieran both had a Cramorant on their team. And then when they were down bad, they got rid of it. And it never came back. So if anybody you know ever uses Cramorant in competitive chat, make sure you ask them if they're okay. Make sure you be like, hey man, are you okay? Cramorant is a sign of depression. That is a sign that they are down atrocious. Poor Cramorant. I mean, Cramorant is pretty terrible. I guess I would not want to be using Cramorant on my team either. But yeah, that's just a funny little detail that both Hop and Kieran had a Cramorant on their team that they just replaced. Got a shiny second Totodile. Nice. I can't speak. Did not mean to run into you, Miss Oricorio. What's everyone's favorite Oricorio? Form? Style? Really wish they had repels in this game. The fire one? The ghost one? I don't really think there's a wrong answer. I kind of like them all. I've always liked the yellow one, though. I know they all have names, but I can't be bothered to remember them. Oricorio kind of looks like Shiny Blossom. Blossom, Blossom. These thick bushes right here are really annoying. I hope the shiny doesn't spawn in there because... oh boy. I wonder if they'll ever add another Oricorio. What's another... if you could add an Oricorio to the game, chat, what type would you be inspired by? Oh my gosh, I didn't even see you. I was thinking water too. I was also thinking like water or maybe something kind of off that you wouldn't really think of, like rock or ground. Gen 7 has so many Pokemon that feel so Hawaiian. I feel like Gen 7 has the most Pokemon that feel like they fit in the region that they originated in. Sunflora is really that bad. I love Sunflora, but as far as like competitive goes, it's atrocious. It's very bad. Sadly, a lot of Pokemon from that time are really bad. Like, good luck ever trying to win any. If they ever remember Ledian exists, good luck ever trying to really competently use it. Lediba would have been perfect here. We had Spinarak and Ariados and Kitakami. Would it have killed them to remember our dear friend Lediba? Yeah, you know it's bad when you struggle using a Pokemon in an in-game playthrough. Forgot about Ledian, fair. I mean, they don't put Ledian in anything. You know, of course, blah blah blah, BDSP, blah blah blah, but it's not in Sword and Shield, it's not in Scarlet and Violet. It's not in PLA. And I think that's sad. Future Paradox on Flora? That would actually be funny. There's so many cool things they could have done with a lot of the Violet Paradoxes instead of just being like, let's make it a gray robot. They could do that for the bird. The bird device that works the same way. You know what I'm talking about, Tyler? When the bird goes up and down. There's gotta be a name for it. Bird apparatus, bird thing. They should have made one of the Violet Paradoxes like those old robo dogs and cats that they made in like the early 2000s. I had a few of those. I have a yellow and purple cat. And they all came with like accessories you would hold underneath their paws and they would react to the accessory. I would love to know why Niantic held off on Kecleon for so long. I mean, Game Freak doesn't do a great job remembering Kecleon exists either. Kecleon is another Pokemon we have not seen for a while. Again, discounting BDSP. Haven't seen Kecleon or Cast Form. No, not that. Tyler, hold. Okay, now this is gonna bug me. The Dippy Bird. It's called the Dippy Bird. Also called Drinking Bird or Dunking Bird. It's a novelty toy. I don't know what that really had to do with your solar thing, but it made me think of it. Yeah, the Drinking Bird. That would be a fun Pokemon. Yeah, with the top hat. And they would have like feathers or something like that on it. Yeah, I almost said the Drippy Bird. Dripped out bird. Dippy Bird. Oh, hi Grookey. Didn't see you there. I'll need to come back for you, Grookey, when I need to get Thwacky and... No, just Thwacky. I have Grookey and I have Rillaboom. The Grookey that betrayed me all those years ago comes back to help me in my time of need. Who would have thought? That's such a weird. The Grookey betrayal thing is so funny because that was a time before ability patches existed. I'm surprised I've never gotten any comments about it, like, oh, well, why didn't you just use an ability? Because they didn't exist yet. They didn't exist yet. They did not exist yet. Maybe one day we'll get the rusty bottle cap, chat. Maybe one day. What's up, Normal Shrub? Oh, the $4,000 real leather Dragonite bags. And then you can buy a Dragonite plush made out of baby animal skin. Used to get those on... Wait, what do you mean? I did get Litten in Sword and Shield. I got Litten, I got Grookey, Mudkip, Trico. What other starters? Never got Torchic. I tried so long for Torchic and Torchic just said no. Oh, of course, I got Sobble and Scorbunny, but I need 2 more of those. 2 of each. For Cindy and Raboot and Drizzile and no, actually I evolved those back then, so I need the first stage. Everything but starters will shine. Oh no. Alright, I'll tell you what starters I need, chat. Let me consult my let me consult the ancient texts, aka my shiny living decks. I need Wartortle. Just Wartortle. Don't need Squirtle. Don't need Blastoise. Just Wartortle. Okay, and then for Gen 2, I need Cyndaquil, Quilava, Totodile, Crocodile, Feraligatr. And then Gen 3, I need Torchic and Combustion and Marshtomp and Swampert. I could have gotten Marshtomp and Swampert from Dynamax a million times. And it just never happened. And then for Gen 4, I need pretty much everybody except for Monferno. I got Monferno from PLA, but I need all of Turtwig, all of Piplup, and then Chimchar and Infernape. And then Gen 5, I keep scrolling past them. I need all of Snivy's line. I need all of Oshawott line, plus a bonus Oshawott for Hisui Sammy. But I have Tepig's line. So I need Snivy and Asha's families. And then 6, I got a good chunk of. Or 6. Blossom Quiet. I need Quilladin Chestnut, Brokey, and Frogadier. And then for Gen 7, I need Dartwig. Actually, I think I have 2 Rowlet. I probably only need Decidueye. I need Torracat, Brione, and Primarina. And then Thwackey, Scorbunny, Raboot, Sobble, Drizzile, and obviously the rest of Fuecoco and Spriggy and blah blah blah. I do need I need Hisui, Decidueye, Typhlosion, and Oshawott. I've not done any of those hunts yet. Yeah, I would look up a guide galaxy. I would look up Herb Mystica best raids. Or find somebody hosting one. Oh, I am not counting Mega Evolutions. As far as Mega Evolutions don't even exist right now. I mean, they will again when we roll back to Gen 6. But... pass. Also, the page doesn't count them. The tracker I'm using does not count them. I have not found Totodile. Haven't had any starters today. Done a few resets, no starters. Yeah, you can't store them in home, exactly. I count, like, Alolan forms. You know, those count, but I have zero interest in getting, like, 15 different Charizards to cover, like... Then it's like, do you consider, like, Gigantamax? Would I have to count... Would I have to count Gigantamax Charizard as well as Charizard X and Y and... probably get 15 more Charmanders to cover all the future Charizard forms there are gonna be? Yeah, I need all Terra types for Charmander. Oh, that would be an actual... I would probably judge anybody that did that. Like, I don't care what people shiny hunt, do whatever, but if you're getting, like, all Terra types, it's, like, weird behavior. Shiny pick-me behavior. Gender variance? Okay. Define... So in my head, I have things like both male and female Pyroar because they're different looking Pokemon. But as far as like female Venusaur versus male Venusaur where one has like a seed, I don't care about that. For things like Meowstic male and female, yeah, I'd like to get both. Or Pyroar, or, you know... For those, yeah, I guess I would count them. Yeah, Torchic Black Dot, no thanks. A lot of gender differences are trash. I'm really glad they stopped doing that. Never forget the Gen 4 beta gender thing where Charizard had one horn. Cursed. Yeah, they really stopped doing that, so good. Because most of the time it's like, well, what if female Pikachu had a heart? Oh boy. What if female Heracross just looked worse and stupid? Great, thanks, guys. Random shiny Esper. Oh, that's awesome. Gonna keep it an Esper or evolve it? I have one Esper and I need to get male and female Meowstic. Yeah. Girl have eyelash and lipstick and heart. What year is it? Where do you Dex completionists consider the cosplay Pikachu? Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Pikachu's is fine, I guess. I still think it's kind of like eye-rolling, but Raichu's is terrible. Female Raichu's tail is just slightly mutilated. What an awful decision. They haven't introduced any, like, where's a cardinal Pokemon? You know what would have what would be a really fun male and female difference Pokemon? Like a cardinal. Or so many types of birds. I guess they've done that with Unpheasant, but Unpheasant's lame, and that doesn't count. A cardinal would have been so much more appropriate for Unova than a random Japanese pheasant. Horrendous miss. Absolutely horrendous miss. One of my favorite streaming moments was when somebody got upset at me for not liking Unpheasant. Like, if you like Unpheasant, I feel like that's just something you gotta live with. Ride or die any Pokemon you like, but... I don't know, to be like, actually, Unpheasant is genius, and here's why. Unpheasant is actually the most genius design that ever existed. Unpheasant, more like... unpleasant. How could you say that? Unpheasant is my favorite Pokemon. I used it in Pokemon White, and it killed all of Ghetsis' Pokemon, and it's like my favorite. You know that saying that people have, chat, that every Pokemon is somebody's favorite? I've stopped believing that. I simply don't believe that's true. I simply don't believe that's true. Yeah, I don't know. Like, you can't sit here and tell me somebody's favorite Pokemon is Arrokuda. Like, I just don't believe that. You can't tell me somebody's favorite Pokemon is like Arrokuda or Barraskewda. I don't believe lies. Don't like Swoobat or Woobat? I feel you. I feel the same way. For retreads of Zubat's line, I feel like they're just not as good. Agree. What's a Pokemon you could never believe is somebody's favorite, chat? What do you mean, Homelander perfection? What? Wishy-washy? That's a great choice. You're so... I completely agree. Throw. Yeah, I'm looking for Blossom. Nincada, Vanillish, Drampa. I've been doing a few raids, and one of the NPCs brings a wishy-washy, and every single time you have to watch it school form, and it's like, this Pokemon sucks. Bad shiny. I feel like Dondozo is the perfected endgame of wishy-washy. Big fish, scary fish. What's up, Destruggle? I don't know, I wish they would, like, give us a break on fish Pokemon in every generation. They continue to do fish Pokemon every gen. Yeah, it honestly feels like Dondozo was, like, the end game. What Wishy-Washy was supposed to be. Hate Diggersby. Squovit. No, not my boy Relicanth catching strays. That's actually a cool fish. It has a map on it. It's so Gen 3 themed. Galarian Mr. Mime, that's a good one. Jinx? Oh, I love Jinx. If you were to pick something from Gen 1, I think, like, Goldeen is far more appropriate. Again, another fish Pokemon. Watchog. Game Freak doesn't remember Watchog exists either, to struggle. Patrat and Watchog have been gone for so long. I don't think they remember they exist. It's in Gen 5 prison with the elemental monkeys. Never to be it's in the Pokemon Vault. I like Swirlix. I think a better choice is Aromatisse, personally. I don't know many fans of Aromatisse. I feel like Spritzee could have been really neat if it evolved into like a Plague Doctor type Pokemon, but they went with Pom-Pom with legs. Oh, I don't mind Goldeen either. But that's definitely, like, a lot of Gen 1 nostalgia. I don't know if I would feel any way about Goldeen if it was released today. I mean, they've never done anything with Seeking, which doesn't help. I like Bruxish. Bruxish is hilarious. And it's got a banger shiny. Bruxish owns frauds like, Arracuda or Barraskewda. I got Arracuda and Barraskewda in a hosted raid the other day, chat. I never want to shiny hunt those. They're in this game, but they're in the water, so that already makes it more difficult. And they're terrible. Their shinies are terrible, so... Those were two I was very happy to knock off the list. Uh-oh. Okay. Game? Game, you good? Bruxish also feels like a really good Alolan Pokemon. Oh, are you talking about the 16 shiny thing? I don't know, that involves a lot of, like, sitting and counting. I feel like you have to have certain spots for that for you to be able to sit back and count them all. If that's what you're referring to. Yeah, Choodle stinks. I don't like Choodle or Dreadnought. There's way too many turtle Pokemon, and most of them are water type. Like, they really said, oh, you know what the world needs? Another water type blue turtle Pokemon. That's never been done before. Gen 8 has so many boring Pokemon. It's crazy. Come on, Blossom. Where's our Urple Blossom? They gave... Dreadnought's G-Max is equally, like, uninspired. It just... What if it had a turtleneck? Get it? Because it's a turtle. Like, it does not match Nessa's aesthetic or vibes at all. It's such a just weird Pokemon. I feel like a lot of the G-Max forms were pretty boring. I know some of you guys hate Dynamaxing way more than I do. It's definitely flawed. It's not perfect, but no Pokemon. I mean, I like Terastallizing a lot, but I feel like a lot of Gigantamax Pokemon were worse than the originals and kind of boring. Whoops, did not mean to run into you, bud. Yeah, hunting any of the fish Pokemon or any Pokemon that spawn in water in this game can be pretty miserable. One, because of the lag, and two, it's just they're harder to see, especially if they're little. Like, if you can hunt Tynamo in this game, props to you. Dyna's the worst if you super care about competitive. I still feel like... I don't know if I agree with the worst competitive-wise. I feel like Mega Evolution was way more boring in terms of you'd always get the same handful of Pokemon because a lot of Mega Evolutions were really good and a lot of them were terrible. Like... The Primal Groudon Kyogre Mega Rayquaza meta sucked ass. That was dreadful. Z moves are the worst. I can't wait until they have to come back and animate all those Z moves again when we roll back to Gen 7 remakes or whatever they end up doing. Weather Wars are boring, I agree. Mocap the Z moves. My favorite Z move is the fairy one when Xerneas does the fairy Z move and it just T-poses its way through the animation. Oh man, that's great. That's great. Look, I don't look forward to Sky Battles coming back. I don't think they're... Oh boy. They wouldn't just be like, hey, nobody liked these and they're terrible. And they ruin the animations of many flying Pokemon. We should just cut it. They're gonna bring it back. I bet you anything, they're just gonna bring it back. Gotta be faithful to the original source. They didn't make enough Mega Evolution, like, jewelry and accessories. People would have ate that shit up. Wait, was one of those Comfeys blue? No. Like, imagine if the Pokemon Center had released a line of, like, Mega Stone necklaces. So you could get, like, Mega Venusaurite as a necklace. People would have loved that. Sky Battles, I think, are a contender for one of the worst gimmicks this franchise has ever had. They're that bad. Like, I just don't understand why they exist. Woo! What if you battled, but in the sky? Okay. Why? I mean, Xatu to this day has a terrible model because of Sky Battles, and how long ago was X and Y out? Like, geez. A decade? Hello. Proposed with a mega ring. I don't have enough consumerist brain rot to ever do anything like that. That's Disney adult behavior right there. It is so funny to me to watch people do stuff like that, like have a Pokeball ring and not realize they're the Disney adults of video games. I Pikachu's you. I mean, Pokemon has marketed to those people. They've made Pikachu male and female wedding plushies. There is a market for that, for cringe millennials that are too invested in franchises. Gotta have my Alcremie G-Max wedding cake. I keep thinking that they're gonna do a Captain Pikachu for giveaway one of these days from the anime. I feel like tattoos are fine. Although I've seen a lot of dreadful ones, but I've seen a lot of dreadful original tattoo designs, so I don't know. At the end of the day, do whatever makes you happy, but I don't think it's healthy to be terminally logged into franchises like that. Captain Pikachu saves the day a bunch, yeah. I would not be surprised if that was a future giveaway. Sick of Pikachu. I have bad news, Midnight. That's like me constantly complaining about all the Gengar merchandise. I complain in vain because it will never stop. It will truly never stop. It's like complaining about Charizard getting new shiny Pokemon cards. I did see a tweet the other day that was like, Gengar is the Charizard of ghost Pokemon, and I'm like, oh, other people are seeing it. Other people are waking up. People are starting to realize. It's not just me, a booper screaming out into the void. Yeah, Galarian Moltres showed up. I mean, I haven't minded all the shiny Rayquaza stuff, because there's actually been some shiny Rayquaza merchandise. The anime is why a lot of Pokemon merch gets made. Like, shiny Rayquaza would be getting nothing right now if it wasn't for the anime featuring it. I watch Disney/Universal. Speaking of Disney, a Disney/Universal content creator, and she has her husband's favorite Pokemon. They this made me laugh out loud. Her husband's favorite Pokemon is Charmander. And her friend's favorite Pokemon, he even had Gengar. He had Gengar shoes. His favorite Pokemon was Gengar. Had me chuckling a little bit. Little chuckle. These were casuals who probably haven't played a Pokemon game in a long time. Charizard, Pikachu, Gengar, Lucario. Absolutely. Yup, Mimikyu. Gardevoir. Gardevoir, Gallade less so. But Gardevoir, definitely. I haven't done any BBQ stuff lately. I mean, I basically bought everything I need. Yes, you can buy shoes with Gengar on them. Yup. Gengar is on everything. Gengar is more merchandise than Charizard. I need to, like, put a case together. I need to show people the light. Gengar is actually more merchandise than Charizard, and here's why. Let's see. What other Pokemon are... All the evolutions. Everything from Eevee all the way to Sylveon. They'll be in every game. They'll never stop being in every game. And people love them to the point where they constantly want another one. Velcro. Oh, were they Velcro straps? That's a good one. Yeah, Luxray, you're not wrong. Luxray has been in far too many things lately. Give it a form or stop. Oh, you know who we got? Who else we could say for that? Psyduck. Psyduck is in everything. It's like, do something with Golduck or please just, like, take a break. Yeah, it's like I bought all the biomes. I got the max on the lotto machine. It's like, I don't know if I need any more. I don't know if I care to complete all the coaches and stuff. I don't know. What's another super overrated Pokemon that you wish would take a step back, chat? What about Magikarp? Gyarados and Magikarp are in every single game. Actually, they're not in... You know what I mean. Starly. I don't know why Starly has made its appearance in like 3 games in a row. Wild. Yeah, Furfrou has been gone. I saw somebody say they don't want they don't care about Furfrou because it's just a dog. which kind of made me laugh. I mean, yeah. But I feel like Furfrow's haircuts make it far more interesting than things like Mabostiff or Mash Chief or like the 50 dogs they introduced in Gen 9. Trubbish isn't Trubbish is overrated? Or shows up too much? Trubbish does have more appearances than you would think, but I don't think it's enough to ever be on the same level as like a Gardevoir or a Lucario. I hate Stoutland. I just don't like Lillipup's line in general. I don't know, I guess Lillipup itself is fine, but Herdier and Stoutland have never been my favorites. They're very bland. Furfrow's got a fun shiny, too. And they got me out here defending Furfrow now. Who have I become? It's hard to say any Pokemon from Gen 9 because it's so new that they're obviously still like marketing everything. So Meowscarada and like Fuecoco are in everything, but they're new, so that makes sense. Too many boring, plain, underdesigned dogs and fish. I agree. I completely agree. I don't know, who's another one? Golden Go? I wish. Golden Go's gotten a few small things with its face on it, but still no plushies, no figures. Rowlet, I agree with you, Artemis. I agree. Like, Rowlet's cute and all, but I don't know, like, it really is still showing up to this day. Like, I still see people posting screen caps of it from the Sun and Moon anime, and it's like, I get it. We get it. I've seen that Rowlet funny screen cap about 50,000 times at this point. You could make an argument for Mewtwo, I feel like. And probably Mew. Citadel sitting cutie. We gotta get through Gen 6, 7, and 8 first. With how much they're charging for sitting cuties lately, by the time we get to Gen 9, they're probably gonna be $50 a piece. Who are the most popular Gen 9 Pokemon? Meowscarada, Sprigatito, Fuecoco, Ceruledge, Armarouge. Ceruledge more than Armarouge. Palmy is pretty popular. The Cheddars are popular, so Tandemaus and Mousehold. Yeah, Fuecoco. Slitherwing is decently popular. That makes me happy. I'm glad people like... I really wish Slitherwing was more competitive. Oy. Ended with 18 shiny Rowlets. Nice. 40 for an Ogerpon plush. Ogerpon is pretty decently popular. As she should be. Like, Ogerpon has gotten some plushies, but the Pokemon that has the most merchandise, even announced before it even came out, was Terapagos. They must have done some sort of marketing study or something that said Terapagos is going to be marketable with kids. Terraplagos even has a mascot costume in Japan. You can go get your picture taken with a Terraplagos costume. Oh, I know somebody who's really popular from Gen 9, Clodsire. Clodsire is very popular. Strange that you like Iron Moth. Iron Moth is probably one of the better Violet paradoxes. I'm not sure why they gave Volcarona 2. It's like Donphan. Like, I love Donphan and Volk, but I would have rather they done 2 other Pokemon instead. Instead of giving them both 2. Like, keep Slitherwing and Tusk. Iron Treads is dreadful. I hate Iron Treads. Sorry, Iron Treads appreciators, but I do not see what you see. And give it to, like, 2 other Pokemon. Orthworm rules. I like Orthworm. As far as popularity, Nancy is okay. It's definitely not one of the least popular ones. Iron Treads is ugly AF. I definitely agree. It's crazy to me that Brute Bonnet exists. They looked at Amoonguss, who is a very viable, incredible, historically very good competitive Pokemon, and they were just like, what if we made it worse, actually? Iron Jugulus is terrible. Iron Jugulus is probably my least favorite Paradox Pokemon. Legitimately. It's like, what if Hydreigon was a boring robot, but also really small? And had a weird freak Pokedex entry? Like, my boy Hydreigon deserved better than that. I'm sorry. What? I don't know what's going on with Jugulus. They could have given it more heads, made it more Hydra-like. I don't know. Like, why did they just slapped a robot skin? That's what the problem I have with a lot of the Violet paradoxes. And I guess, I don't know, I don't love things like Brute Bonnet, but it's just like, what if you took this Pokemon and just made it a generic robot? They just look like skins. They don't feel like new forms. Like, I don't love Iron Thorns. Tyranitar is still the king. But at least Thorns has some design elements to it. It's not just a robot. Well, I mean, it kind of is. I'm trying to see the good in Iron Thorns right now. I know chat always disagrees with me on that one. Based on Hydra... Yeah, you don't say. That paragraph, I assume you got that from Bulbapedia. That's doing a lot of work right there. That's doing a lot of heavy lifting for a Pokemon I don't think deserves it. Oh, you don't love Bigwald? from Robots, aka Iron Boulder. Yeah, Iron Leaves is terrible. That's another really bad one. Looked new as Iron Valiant. I don't know, I kind of roll my eyes at Iron Valiant a little bit. It's so, like... It's the one paradox everybody's like, oh, but Violet has Iron Valiant. Okay, congratulations. Have fun with that. My face went Gardevoir. Iron Valmid, yeah. Not to mention that Valiant's a pretty dreadful competitive Pokemon. Hands definitely has that lockdown for good competitive Violet Paramons. Iron Bundle is probably my favorite Violet Paradox. Bundle's awesome. See, Bundle is fun. It's not just it's a robot, but it's also like the way when it faints, its head shoots up like an old school toy. I don't know why so many Violet Paradoxes have weird things going on with their heads. Because Crown and Boulder, I don't know if Leaves does. But when Crown and Boulder faint, their heads spin around. Like, all the way around. Like an exorcist. When Iron Crown and Boulder faint, their heads spin around like crazy. It's kind of unsettling. Tyrantrum, 100%. Tyrantrum is in my top 5 favorite Pokemon. I do love Aurorus, though. They're both immaculate designs. Yeah, Hands is okay. I'm glad somebody remembered Hirayama existed, I guess. I'm glad somebody remembered Hirayama existed. My dino bias. I don't love every fossil, but I do love most of them. A favorite Hisui form? Zoroark. 100%. Hisui Zoroark is so cool. Zoroark, another Pokemon in my top 5. Yeah, when I played through X for the first time, I got Tyrant and Tyrantrum and named it Titanium. Not Avalugg. I know, this... You might have to sit down for this. But my favorite Hisui Pokemon is not Avalugg. I'm so sorry. Avalovers out there. I'm so sorry. I could consider Kleavor. I know it's just an evolution, but that's just like... I guess you could say Kleavor and I would be like, okay. We don't need to split hairs that much. Something Pokemon fans love doing. A Hisui Pokemon. A Pokemon from Hisui. Yeah, Tyrantrum's a fun Pokemon to use. Most of the fossils are really bad and competitive, though. Very sad. Except for, like... I guess Dracovish was good in singles. Vicious Rend is really good. I don't know, we'll have to see in Gen 10 if they make fossil Pokemon good again. Only Aerodactyl has a Mega Evolution, and Mega Aerodactyl stinks. 2 of my all-time favorite Pokemon got Mega Evolutions with weird pointy chins. Sometimes I think about that and it keeps me up at night. Like, what a weird coincidence. Both Garchomp and Aerodactyl have the crimson chin. Don't blast me, but I strongly dislike Sneasler. Oh, I wouldn't blast you for that one. Sneasler's a weird Pokemon. It's the same thing with Kleavor, where it's like, I feel like Scizor or Scyther and Sneasel didn't need anything. Like, if you were going to take from Gen 1, pick Pinsir, and if you were going to take from Gen 2, pick, like, I don't know, Sunflora, Skarmory, Granbull, literally anybody else. Because Weavile and Scizor are perfect as is. I don't think we needed to expand on perfection. Weavile, who eats Alolan Vulpix and Sandshrew and Mamoswine. I don't see a lot of love for Sneasler, honestly. That's not a hot take. Sneasler kind of has Digimon energy to it. It's like the champion form of Hisui Sneasel. They just made it so long. When's a Pokemon like Purugly gonna get something, chat? Gen 4 has a lot of Pokemon that don't have anything either. Cherim, Wormadam, Mothim, Vespiquen. Or even something like Licky Licky. Licky Licky just kind of exists. I think it's either the Sword or the Moon Pokedex where Weavile takes down groups of Mamoswine and eats them. Real. Puruglier. Puruglier and Purugliest. Yeah, all those mid Pokemon in the middle of Gen 4's Pokedex definitely help make the region feel more bland. I mean, I don't even mind things like Burmy. Burmy's kind of funny. Burmy would be a great environmental Pokemon. Like, let's pretend they... let's live in a fantasy land where they get their act together and can do actually, like, really impressive environments. Like, imagine Burmy attached to a tree hanging in the wind. Like, that would be awesome. I see the potential in Burmy. When is Torkoal gonna get a new form? I don't know, Torkoal's a pretty good Pokemon. Any of the weather setters can typically be pretty good. Torkoal has historically been pretty strong. So I don't know if Torkoal necessarily needs something, but... I don't know, I guess that's my fear, right? When you have, like, Brute Bonnet, it's, like, just pales in comparison to the original Amoonguss. Imagine they give Torkoal an evolution and it's just worse. Although then you could put Eviolite on Torkoal. Wait a second. Yeah, I just read that. I was like, wait. Eviolite Torkoal would be a menace to society. Yeah, Torkoal's a really good sunsetter. You know, in formats where Gordon isn't allowed in. I don't know, what about, like, a form for Drampa or something? I'm still so surprised they went with 2 Gen 8 Pokemon for the DLC here. Archaludon and Hydrapple. I would have never guessed. I would have never guessed those two. Rain has not been very popular, Tyler. I feel like I see sun more than I see rain whenever I watch VGC stuff. But yeah, people typically do bring Pelipper over Polly. Do people like Drampa? I think so. Most people seem to like Drampa. I don't know, are there... Sound off. Do any of you hate Grandpa Dragon? Old Man Jenkins Dragon? I know some of you don't like Turtonator. I disagree, though. You know who runs rain, Tyler? Tornadus. If people are gonna use weather, they're gonna put Rain Dance on Tornadus. Yeah, Drampa had... They really... I don't know what happened in Gen 7, but Gen 7 has some of the most unique, interesting, horrifying Pokedex entries this franchise has ever had. Sun and Moon were like, let's go crazy with the Pokedex. Let's go absolutely insane. Yeah, I like Drampa and Turtonator too. I think they're really fun version exclusive Pokemon. Like, if we have to have version exclusives, I would prefer if we just had one version, but that's never gonna happen. I think they're neat version exclusives. Remember when they were like Apom and Gligar they made such a focus to have Apom and Gligar be version exclusives for Kitakami, and everybody was like, oh shit, Ambipom form or Gliscor form incoming, and then nothing happened. It, like, barely mattered at all. That was fun. Two Pokemon that probably could have had a decent form. I do like Ambipom and Gliscor, but I'd be willing to hear them out. It gushes fire and poisonous gases from its nostrils. Why are there multiple fire Pokemon that have had detailed examples of what people do with their waste products? Turpy shit. Oh man, Dragonite has been super popular. It's always been popular, but I mean, they just came out with a $4,000 leather bag promotion for it. You, yes you, with the low price of $2,000. I actually think it was like $2,200. You can buy a Dragonite plush that's called a totem made out of actual baby animals. Pokemon, Pokemon, Pokemon. Awesome collab, guys. Loving it. What's that? You want me to buy a cotton t-shirt with stock art on it for $850? Gee. That's another thing I need to make, like, a video about the stock art, Pokemon stock art epidemic. Yeah, I did Gen in Volcanion. Yup. No regrets. No regrets. I was like, I feel like using Volcanion, so I used Volcanion. Again, when are you ever going to use Volcanion in a playthrough unless it's a randomizer? Consume the art. No timetable yet on Kalos Sitting Cuties. I have to imagine they'll come out this year, but when? I don't know. I'll definitely let you guys know, though, when that happens. First bit of Tyrantrum merchandise in so long. It was, I mean, who cares? Are you gonna report me to the randomizer police? An army of... if Sitting Cuties weren't getting... if they weren't charging way too much for them these days, I would get 10 as well. I can't wait for a Go-Goat Sitting Cutie. Go-Go and Avalug. Let's make Geeta proud. They'll make all the Furfrou cuts. That'll actually be pretty cute. They always make all the forms. So, like, Deoxys Cast Form has all their forms in Sitting Cuties. So that'd actually be pretty cute to get all the Furfrou. Citra's really a pain in the butt, is the problem with things on the 3DS. Like, I would be down to play Sun and Moon, or maybe not X and Y, but Sun and Moon again. But the Citra emulator is... randomizing stuff for Citra is very, very complicated. I mean, maybe it's been better. It's been a while since I've checked, but randomizing 3DS games is a horrendous task. It took Tyler and I a few days to figure it out. A fellow Go-Goat fan. I guess I've unironically started to like Go-Goat. I've gotten it shiny a few times in this game, why not? Joltik and Reuniclus. They did a restock not too long ago, and then they jacked up all the prices. Sitting Cuties used to be $10.99, $11.99, and now they're all like $16.99. And a lot of the ones people wanted, they did not restock. They're really bad about restocking. I don't know, if you have a way of importing them from Japan or buying them from another place like Mercari or eBay, that really wouldn't be a bad option. Which is depressing. You could probably import Sitting Cuties and have it be cheaper than how you buy them now. How about you play through Gen 7, Tyler? You're the one who hasn't played through Gen 7. Go-Goat's one of your favorite Gen 6 grass types? The Go-Goat appreciators are here. But you got it and you didn't pay. Nice. Yeah, definitely. Just see if they'll restock. It always sucks having to pay more than retail when people jack up their prices. Yeah, Tyler, why don't you play through Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon? Your favorite generation of Pokemon. I gotta set up Conquest. We hit the incentive to play Conquest, so I gotta start setting that up soon. I wish we had another Pokemon side game like that to look forward to. Like everything Pokemon's been working on that isn't main games is like mobile content. Or, I guess they did really- I always forget about Detective Pikachu too. That doesn't count. That does not count. Oh, well, why didn't you play the masterpiece Detective Pikachu 2? Yeah, maybe we will. Maybe they'll announce something next month. We shall see. Ow, my bones. Oh, hey. I would pop off so hard if they remastered or just even ported Gale of Darkness and Colosseum together. I would explode. That would be amazing. But yeah, probably never gonna happen. They don't even, they rarely ever even acknowledge Gale of Darkness and Colosseum ever existed. I wish though, man. I would be so excited. Probably not anytime soon, but I'd be down for like a yearly playthrough of Colosseum or Gale of Darkness again. Those games are always so much fun. Maybe I could figure out a way to like randomize Colosseum. Because that's Colosseum's biggest drawback, the pool of Pokemon you can actually get. Yeah, it's kind of a shame they didn't go further with Shadow Pokemon and Pogo. I feel like Pogo is so... Like, when are they going to add other evil teams? When are they going to add... It's just so boring. Pogo doesn't ever add anything fun anymore. They just live off the same shit. Ooh, what if Arlo had a shiny Ekans? Oh shit! That's gonna get me to log back into the game. I mean, gosh, at least Team Flare would be something different. Yeah, recycled raids and the same boring Team Rocket shit. Like, what a stale-ass game. Like, they're just coasting. That's all they're doing. They're coasting. And it's not like they have to do much work when they, you know, have new Pokemon. Those models are already made. If they brought in like Archie and Maxie, that would actually require work. I still just can't ever get over the fact that the trainers in Pogo are the same standard trainers since day one. They've never overhauled the customization or given any more options. No body types, no facial hair, no different hairstyles. Just the same shit that was released on launch day back in 2016. That's incredible to me. Like, unprecedented levels of not giving a shit. Laziness. Especially since there's nothing people love more. This is what gets me. People love customizing. People would pay for that. Like, it's just a stupid business decision. People would pay for that. People love customizing characters and either making them themselves or their OCs or their friends or whatever. People would pay for more options. But it's just the same standard trainers since day one. Where half the clothing, like, glitches through their models. Like, half the clothing you try on in Pogo just glitches. I don't know, it's one of many things that I think about when I think about Pogo. It's just like, go girl, give us nothing. give us nothing. They're too busy trying to release 15 other games that they want to be successful, like the failed Harry Potter game, or the failed NBA game, or the Monster Hunter game they have, or they do like a Transformers game. Ugh. They could do so much more and yet choose to have less. Well, you could say that for a lot of this franchise, actually. What's up, Silver? That could be the tagline for this franchise, honestly. We could have more, but they choose to give us less. Transformers microtransactions in disguise. $1 million coins. Am I talking about Game Freak or Pokemon Go? Why not both? I don't follow any Pokemon Go creators. At least anymore. I don't know, if you're a Pogo creator, how do you even keep that content fresh? How do you not go insane doing the same thing day in, day out? Hey guys, I'm Nick bunch of money numbers, and I'm gonna go check out the San Francisco Pier again. I know a lot of Pogo people have just like quit. Since the remote raid passes. It was kind of incredible watching them destroy any goodwill they really had left with their fan base. Also, they could, what? Sell people's data? Oh boy. See, the game froze when the Vigoroth spawned in. There's Pogo creators. I've gotten a few PvP Pogo people on my like Twitch front page. How do your fingers not get tired? If you're somebody who streams like competitive Pogo all day, how does your hand not like cramp? What's the technology? Yeah, exactly. Not only is it just against what your fan base wants, it's like, is that not making you money? I guess selling data makes them more money. An auto clicker. Do Pogo competitive players spoof? Like, if you want to use a perfect IV Metacham, do you just, like, spoof to one? The silver gauntlets. And I miss Zelda games having dungeon items like that. Or just like fun items like that in general. We could have had it all in Tears. We really could have had it all. Yeah, Pogo's definitely a good resource for Dex completion. As is GTS with Pokemon Home. As are bots on Twitch that can generate you any Pokemon your little heart desires. Poke Police. That's actually a fascinating question. I don't know. Do they have Jenning truthers in Pogo competitive? The Pokemon chat's rancid, by the way. I was watching Seattle VGC Regional, and it's like, I don't know if mods are not allowed to, like, ban people. But you would have the same, like, group of people keep coming back and, like, Verlusify. Like, put that guy's name on a block list already. He'll never truly go away because people just keep bringing him up. Will never truly be free. The secret boss? Probably not. Ocarina of Time will always be the best. Agreed. Incredible how good they were able to make that game back on the Nintendo 64. That cutscene between Link and Saria where Saria gives him the ocarina and he walks away. That cutscene had more soul than any of the cutscenes in Tears of the Kingdom. Demon King? Secret Stone? The Imprisoning War? Majora really set me up to think Tears of the Kingdom was going to be Majora-like. Not to spend too much wise advice. Wise advice. Very wise advice. Yeah, if when I feel like going back to Pogo, I'm definitely never giving Niantic a dime ever again. Pokemon, what? What happened? What the frick happened? A new sync pair. Oh, it's Masters? Looks like Masters stuff. Who? It's probably gonna be Larry. I'm guessing Larry. I'm thinking Larry. I haven't finished Majora. When I was a kid, I had used copies of both Ocarina and Majora, and I would just run around the completed worlds. I did finish Ocarina, and I played Ocarina 3DS, but I never played Majora all the way through. I never finished Twilight Princess either. God, the first part of that game is excruciating. Excruciating. Great vibes. Love the darker tone, but oh my god. Here's an interesting question, chat. What is your favorite? What do you think is your just favorite or best? What is the best game on the Switch? The crown jewel of the Nintendo Switch library. And why is it Pikmin 4? I don't really care about the Zelda timeline. I think people give it way too much, like, thought. It's not that serious. Ooh, I do love Breath of the Wild. If you hear me rant about Tears of the Kingdom, you might think I don't like Breath of the Wild, but I do in fact like Breath of the Wild a lot. That's in my, like, top Zelda games. Wonder. PSP. The crowning jewel of the Switch. Pikmin 4 was so good. It's probably Pikmin 4 or Breath of the Wild. For me. Mario Odyssey? Odyssey came out so long ago, it's like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about Mario Odyssey. You're right. I don't love Odyssey. No, I mean, I do like it. It's such a weird little game. I just don't like the structure of it, if that makes any sense. Like, if we had a Mario 64 style game with the movement of Mario Odyssey, it would be the greatest Mario game ever. Your biggest game library? Yeah, probably mine too, outside of my Steam library. I do also... Do I have Kirby on here? Is Kirby here? Kirby in the Forgotten Land is another banger. That was just a delight. Kirby games are like a worm hug. Boyo. I ordered a Kirby figure, chat. I'm very excited. I got Kirby and Kirby. It's like a water balloon. Or no, it's a water gun, not a water. It's Kirby as a big water balloon, but it shoots water. I'm very excited. Yeah, I'll definitely post a picture of it. Refrigerator Kirby, that's another good one. Man, what a great game. I haven't played all the Kirby games, but Forgotten Land definitely was the one I feel like hit the best, the hardest. I mean, I pretty much just kind of went over it. It didn't innovate enough it didn't innovate enough from Breath of the Wild. Blossom's hella betraying. How unfortunate. Who did I even run into? Ugh, Pekka is so little. Kirby gets great merchandise. They had a Kirby horoscope line that I wanted to get the Kirby Capricorn plush. It had goat horns. Not that I'm big into, like, horoscopes, but it was just very cute. It's a shame we don't get more Kirby merch over here, like, or Pikmin. I mean, I really wish there was more Pikmin merchandise. Japan gets some, but even then it's not really a lot. I mean, not even Zelda gets a lot of merchandise. You have your of course, your standard, like, green gamer t-shirt. But outside of, like, some stock Hyrule Crest clothing and maybe an occasional First Four Figures statue, there really is not a lot of Zelda merchandise. Not a lot. Taurus, Virgo, Libra. Is it still Capricorn season? Capricorn season. Yes, it goes until the 20th. I have to do my finest shiny work now. I think I also saw some, like, really cute Kirby vinyl figures that all had, like, different finishes, and some of them had, like, glitter in them, which was... I love vinyl figures. I don't know what it is about vinyl figures, but there's... It's like that meme image of the monkey neuron activation. They're just so appealing. I don't know why. Oh yeah, the authentic Master Sword replica, or the Hylian shield that they give away at GDQ every year. AGDQ is, like, next week. Wow. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, Galaxy. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I don't know what they're cooking. We'll just have to wait and find out. I wish I had liked the King DDD Nendroid. It just seemed off to me. I don't know why that keeps happening. The Tails Nendroid doesn't look right to me either. Like, I have Sonic. I've had Sonic for years. And Knuckles looks good. But Tails looks weird. I don't know what it is about Tails' Nendroid. It just doesn't look right to me. He has, like, bug eyes. They better not mess up Shadow. Please make Shadow and don't mess him up. Thank you. Please do not mess up Shadow. Ugh, they're probably gonna make Amy before they make Shadow. Blah. Amy has a cute First Four Figures statue, but First Four Figures prices have been absolutely insane for, like, the past 5 years. Like, I got my Supersonic statue for, like, $100, $200, and now they're all, like, $600. And they're all humongous for some reason, as if I really need a ginormous, almost a grand statue. I don't know, DDD's face, just his eyes. It's always the eyes. I don't know. It's something I find off about it. Oh, you know, speaking of first four figures, chat, did I talk about the fact that they are going to make Venusaur and Blastoise? That's so fascinating to me because Charizard came out years ago. Charizard is many years old at this point. That was back when everything Pokemon was getting scalped to shit and back. And now they're all of a sudden they're like, yeah, guys, we're back and we're making Venusaur and Blastoise. Like, oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that guy that bought like 500 Charizard first four figure statues. Yep. I remember. Those are also overpriced. They're not very big and they're like $200 something. I don't know. Call me when they make Garchomp, otherwise probably not interested. Like I like Venusaur and Blastoise, don't get me wrong, but I'm satisfied with like their D-Arts figures, you know. I don't need to have big statues of them. They make for alligator. Yeah, good. I'm glad that guy got screwed over. They also ominously teased a Leon. I almost said Leon's Japanese name. My god. Leon, Dragapult, and then a Cynthia and a Garchomp figure. Boo. I guess I've been lucky that all official Garchomp merch that's come with Cynthia, I've been able to just remove Cynthia. Hopefully this will be the case for this figure, and I could just sell Cynthia. Because I'm not having her in my collection. She doesn't belong in there. No, no. I will not have that in my collection. Like, even the Kotobukiya figure, I've been able to remove Cynthia. I just hope she's removable. And that they don't charge, like, $5 billion for those figures. My favorite champion is Lance. If they made a nice Lance figure, I would consider Lance. I really like Lance's Let's Go outfit. Please bring back his Let's Go outfit. His Let's Go redesign is so nice. Everything is removable if you try hard enough. This is true, but also, if it's a very expensive figure, that would hurt my soul. My being. I would be very sad. Ruki's cry is pretty cute. Leon. A lot of people do love Leon. He is okay. Yeah, blue is a great choice. Although I don't know if I even think about blue as a champion. He is. That's a fine answer, but also he's champion for like 5 seconds before you dethrone him. That's gotta hurt, man. That has got to be unfortunate. Mustard, now there's an answer. Oh, Steven's great. Steven's probably my second favorite. What's up, Becca? Kieran's just a fun character. Really neat team. He's into rocks. I too like rocks. We have so much in common. I'll forever disagree with him not being champion in Emerald. But part of me does think it's pretty funny that he just fucked off to go in a cave. he just kind of dipped to go look at rocks in Meteor Cave. That's pretty funny. Guy just said, I'm just gonna go look at rocks now, bye. What about Kieran? Is Kieran anyone's favorite? Kieran. No. I like Kieran, but I don't know if he's my favorite. I don't know if I'd call him my favorite. I don't know though. I did get quite a laugh out of him having an Incineroar. That was very funny. Like just giving him an Incineroar was such like great storytelling. Give him the most try-hard, like notoriously competitive Pokemon ever. Like, that's beautiful. Whoever did that could, like, I clap for you. It's gonna be a Princess Diaries 3? Did not even know that. Sequel, remake, reboot, sequel, remake, reboot. Peony. I guess I'm not clued in to the Princess Diaries news channel. Can't stand Melly. Not even how you say that character's name. Melly? I mean, that's kind of the point. He's insufferable on purpose. You're not supposed to like him. Unless you like annoying characters, which is valid. Sometimes it's fun to like annoying bad characters. I think no, I want to say Professor Rowan. I never remember Commando, Komao. Professor Rowan's ancestor was the most annoying character in that game. I've never been more insulted than when they kicked me out of that town. Rude. After all I did for you. How's that SpongeBob speech go? 35 years I gave to them, and this is how they're gonna treat me? I mean, is Rowan anybody's favorite professor? Like... Ah, yes, Professor Rowan. That's my guy right there. I'm SpongeBob. You dig Rowan. Why? What is it about that character that's memorable at all? He's just an old man. He's just a guy. Stern. Stern is one of my least favorite character traits. Professor Oak owns that fraud. Professor Elm owns that fraud. Professor Birch owns that fraud. Magnolia. The true best professor that you definitely just didn't remember existed. Yeah, I like how Professor Elm does feel, like, new. He's definitely younger. Meant to be different from Professor Oak, who's very experienced and knowledgeable with Pokemon. Professor Elm's a bit of a goofball. A bit of a goober. Always remember her for how useless she was. Pretty much every character in Gen 8 could be described like that. Mr. Pokemon. You don't know Mr. Pokemon? You know. Mr. Pokemon. Do you think Mr. Pokemon has a wife named Miss Pokemon? Mrs. Pokemon? Yay, looping battles. Bow, 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 bow. Mr. Pokemon. I think one of the worst utilized professors was Sycamore. Sycamore should have been more heavily involved in the story as a part of Lysander's story. Top 10 worst character, Mr. Pokemon. What's wrong with Mr. Pokemon, Tyler? You think a character like character like Mr. Pokemon is worth like or worse than characters like Marnie or Lysander or what did Mr. Pokemon ever do to you? Bruh. X and Y did need more everything. That is correct. Mr. Ice Cream. Mr. Ice Cream sounds like a nice guy. He probably knows a lot about ice cream. Wish I could lock my chair's armrests in place. Yeah, Sycamore is from Kalos. He's one of those characters I've seen a lot of people be like, I love him. He's so attractive. And it's like... Huh? What? Huh? Me if I had awful taste, I guess. Mr. Egg. I don't know, Mr. Pokemon's real name is probably like Greg or something. He probably just gets called Mr. Pokemon because that's like his funny little haha name. He's the Pokemon guy. All his friends just started calling him Mr. Pokemon, so... Sycamore got Kantoified. Yeah, man. I love this guy in France just giving you a Charmander. Eggman. I am the Eggman. I've got the master plan. Oh, Sonic Adventure 2 soundtrack. Truly the GOAT. I mean, a Pokemon Z would be nice. With lots of changes. From X and Y. I've got the master plan. I am the Eggman. That's what I am. More Pokemon bonding. Me too. The fact that you can't, like, pet or physically touch your Pokemon is dumb. And bad. Like, yeah, there's 1,000 Pokemon and that's probably a nightmare, but hey, I didn't design this franchise that focuses very heavily on friendship and bonding with your Pokemon. Why can't I pet Snom? Huh? Why not? Why can't I give Esper a scratch on the head? Why not? Why not can I not pick up my why not? The Kalos War. I feel like how many generations have like a deep war backstory? I feel like they're kind of relying on that a lot. We have the Unova war. My god. World. I want to say world. Kalos has a war. Didn't Gen 8 didn't Galar have a war? Like, that's such a throwaway, like, oh yeah, you guys, there was totally, like, a big war and stuff. We're never gonna show you and ever expand upon it, but there was a war, trust me. Fantina is Sycamore's wife. Sycamore should be with Lysander in hell. I mean, Kalos is France, so... Omelette du fromage. Let's do one more pass. I'm starting to, like, my eyes are glazing over. Blossom enemy of the stream? This is upsetting. This isn't a good shiny stream in general, dang. Dang and damn. Sometimes that just kind of happen, though. That just kind of be the way the shiny cookie crumbles. Pokemon Shiro. Talk about a place they would never take this franchise. Mamma mia. Yeah, it's been a big fat 0. No shiny allowed, actually. Schnitzel. Ah, yes, the schnitzel. Are better now. They got better. Have I not done that? Okay. I was like, have I not done that? Yay. Kettle Blizzard. Okay. You didn't have Sludge Wave before? Fun fact, I had to take Sludge Wave off of Bone Zone, my Eternatus, because Sludge Wave would hit all of my friendlies in Dynamax raids. Let me go over to Shield real quick. I was gonna check something earlier, now I can't remember what that was. That is a really satisfying... Was it Let's Go related? Oh yeah, I caught a Tyrogue. I could evolve. Oh yeah, look. Here they are. I did it. Dreadful. Oh, that's such a bad... bleh. Bleh. Yucky. That is such a foul-ass Pokemon. I hate this. I don't like that, Chad. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh yeah, I gotta evolve a Boldor into Giggity Gigalith. Let me put my Lilligant away. I got this. Isn't that a great shiny? I like Clobbopus, but I don't like Graplock. It could have just ended here and we would have been great. Sometimes I join raids that are hosted that are supposed to be shiny and they're just not shiny. I don't know why I caught this. It's not shiny, it's just a throw. It's literally just a throw. Wait, why am I No, I'm playing this as if I'm playing Scarlet and Violet. When does... Pancham... Dark-type Pokemon in party. What? Plus Dark-type? I have to have another... Well, I mean, I have another I could just put the other Pancham in here. What a strange evolution method. Dollar Tree Hitmonchan, you're not wrong. Oh no, wait, Pancham is fighting. Oh, I have to evolve one of these into Surfetch, chat. No. No. I don't want to. Please. I don't want to do that. I would really love to never do that. Oh my goodness. Okay, Mandibuzz, you count. That didn't work. How does Pancham evolve, chat? Does it have to be dark outside? What do they mean by that? Sarah B just has Pancham plus. Oh, it's gotta be 32. Never mind. One more. Okay. I was one level off. Is Pancham shiny good, chat? Do you like that shiny? Red fists. The panda is red. B tier? It's not bad. It's not bad. Pangoros I think I like a bit more. Okay, let me put Mandibuzz back. It's funny to think that I shiny hunted for Vullaby when it's so easy to get in Scarlet and Violet. I think that about a lot of these. Yeah, I've been tackling some of... I don't think I needed Pyukumuku. Oh, this was neat, chat. Check this out. I found a host for Sedinja, which I already had Sedinja, but my Sedinja's in a Pokeball, I think. So I caught one in a Moonball. I don't know. It's cool, I guess. It's cool, I guess. You can see I evolved a lot of the shinies I needed here. I got Crobat to 99. I got a little carried away on the friendship evolution. Oh, I have Hatterene in here too. I don't need another Hatterene. No, I keep the shinies in the game I catch them in, typically. Unless it's like a situation like PLA where I can bring something forward or backwards, or it needs to evolve in a different game. Raids are the only way to get Sedinja in something other than a base Pokeball. Yeah. So, like, I did not need Sedinja, but that's cool. That's cool, right? Moonball, shiny Sedinja. Sedinja's shiny is rancid. That's really bad. I could probably show that to somebody and be like, is this shiny? And they would be like, no. I have a few Sandile. I kind of wanted to get Sandile in Scarlet and Violet, though. I don't know. I did hatch one many eons ago. Let me go. Ooh, it's in a quick ball. Gross. It's in a quick ball. Oh no. This is all my Masuda box from Shield. A lot of classics in here. I don't think I have Boltund. Oh, I was gonna check my Rowlets. Oh, here's all the Snoms for Snommas. Okay, Bulb. Oh no. Yeah, Charizard, the whole line is in repeat balls. Charmeleon is not. Charmeleon is not, so I could probably get Charmander in a Premier Ball and then Charizard in a Lux. That could work. I'm giving Santa a Pikachu this Christmas. So you see I need War Turtle. Oh, they're in repeat balls too. Yuck. I could probably redo this line too. Oh yeah, their models look way better in Gen 9. Yeah. You're not wrong. Where did I put my raid Rowlets? Ooh, I got cute. I did a Premier Ball and a Moon Ball for Rowlet, so I only need one. I need to evolve one of these and then get Decidueye. I just need one Rowlet. Why didn't I get... Why didn't I get more Litten and Poplio? So I need 2 Poplios and 1 Litten. Because I have Incin and Litten, so I need Torracat. There's Skorupi the Sociable. Any of you remember this one? Any of you remember Skaroopy the Sociable? Alright, let's go Growlithe. Now an Arcanine is in here. Oh, these boxes work so much more smooth. Ignore all the Petalils and Trapinches that I haven't released yet, and then I have some bot shinies. This is from Pokeflash.co. I, of course, did not count this on my living shiny decks, but I don't know. I don't know why. I should just release it. I don't know why I have it. You know what? Let's trade away. Let's surprise trade this throw real quick. Maybe somebody can appreciate a surprise trade throw. Oh, you can't select it if it's in your party. Lame. Putting Eternatus in a Love Ball is my favorite Pokeball I've ever done. Every time I send out Eternatus, it makes me smile when all those hearts appear. Ugh, the system is so old. It's so weird to go back and play this game again after over a year of Scarlet Violet. Let's see. How long will this take? Are there many people surprise trading in this game at all anymore? Oh, alright, that wasn't too long. Gogeta. You're gonna love this. What? Oh. Freemons.org. Oh, shoot. I should have known. Freemons.org. It has a Master Ball. Great. Thanks. I love that they just have the original cries. That's so funny. It has focus energy. That's spicy. Well, I'm getting rid of that too. Somebody can have a lovely bot Zapdos named Freemons.org. Freemons.org. I love that they went with org. Oh, that's funny. Freemons.org. Oh, that's a great choice. Great choice. Why can't they ever put apricorn balls on, chat? This is what I'm really asking. I don't need any more master balls. I'm master balled out. Can they put like a moon ball? Or a friend ball? Perhaps a level ball? Alright, enjoy freemons.org, friend. Rotom, okay. Sure. You can always tell it's Rotom because Rotom has that square symbol. One legendary for another. Oh, it's a breedject. It's a breed. Who is breeding for Rotom? Bye-bye, Rotom. Thanks for stopping by. I still need to get heat, speaking of Rotom, in a regular one. I got Frost, Cut, or Mow. The worst one, and then the washing machine. You went belly up. But yeah, that'll, I got no more shiny hunting in me, chat. I just wanted to I wanted to see if I had, Charizard and a repeat ball, which I do. So, probably try to aim for more starters next week, chat. So, more starters, probably another Dynamax stream, and then I will start to get Conquest ready. Yeah, thanks for hanging out tonight, everybody. I appreciate it. Yeah, Dynamax is great. I still need a decent amount of shinies left from Dynamax, but Dynamax Adventures is a great way to get good legendaries, so... Yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Thanks for chilling. Thanks for all the follows and everything else. And yeah, have a good night, everybody. Booper says good night.